Hi, this is Dan Whitney with the Whitney Law Firm in Towson, Maryland. Today we're going to talk about the issue of car dealerships using false, low online prices in order to lure customers into the dealership. And of course, once the customer arrives at the dealership, they've taken the time to drive there, look at the car, and now they're ready to buy. All of a sudden, that low price is not the price. The price can get increased by thousands of dollars. This is a standard, typical scheme that car dealers, especially here in Maryland, are very familiar with. Scheme may be too generous of a word. I would be able to call this a business practice with certainty for many of them, both new and used car dealers. And they do it all the time. And here's what it looks like. On one of the car websites, cars.com, cargurus.com, autotrader.com, whichever, the car dealers put a nice low price on there designed to get a buyer's attention, so when the buyer searches for the car in their area, that dealer's car pops up at the top of the list for being the least expensive. So of course the customer gets excited, thinks they have found a deal, and goes to the dealership. Once they arrive and they like the car and they kind of go down the path of getting ready to buy it, fees start to get added. Fees such as a reconditioning fee, which could be $500, it could be several thousand. Perhaps an inspection fee, maybe another $1,000 or $2,000. And there can be other fees. Now, what happens is most states, including Maryland, have a limit to the fees that can be added onto the advertised price. So, for example, here in Maryland, say you've got an advertised price of $20,000. The only fees that can be included, as set forth in the advertisement, are title and registration, tax, a dealer processing fee, which has to use the required legal disclosure language, which is set forth in the law, and many of them don't use that, and if it's a new car, a freight charge. That's it. So what that means is when a customer goes in to buy a car in Maryland, and they're told, oh, well, the car's $20,000, but there's a reconditioning fee of $2,000, and there's an inspection fee of $1,000. Those are illegal charges. Those fees are not legal. Dealers are not allowed to charge them, but they do it anyway. Why? Because they get away with it most of the time. Now, what customers need to realize is, even if they were tricked into paying that price, they've still got several legal claims, and an attorney, or if they file a complaint with the MBA, they should be able to get that money back. We've had several cases like that where a customer goes in, there's an advertisement, and they qualify based on the terms of the advertisement. Usually it's just saying this is the price that's available to the general public, and they want to buy it, and they're told some story, either there's fees, or another one that I hear a lot is, oh, you've got to be a member of the military or first responder. Well, that's simply not the case unless there's a rebate or incentive in which that actually is a criteria. But if that's not a criteria, obviously a dealer cannot use that to lie to a customer and get them to pay more money. But this happens all the time. We've sued new car dealers over this. We've sued used car dealers over this. And as long as you're able to produce the advertisement or use a website, there's a couple websites where you can type the VIN in and find the old. It's kind of like they take a snapshot of all the different car website advertisements and save them. There's some websites for that. One that I use is vehiclehistory.com. That can be very helpful to show that at a certain point in time before the customer bought the car, this was the advertised price, but the dealer, their price is up here, and they obviously didn't honor that price. So if this has happened to you, you should know it's not like you signed the contract and you're out of luck. To the contrary, they deceived you, and they got you to sign this probably based on false pretenses, or perhaps they fraudulently induced you by telling you you don't qualify when really you did qualify, and you have the right to bring a lawsuit and seek to get compensation for what you were cheated, and perhaps more on top of that. So if this has happened to you, or if you have questions about a car purchase that you had, especially if it's here in Maryland, please feel free to give us a call. We offer free consultations. We also offer a free review of a car contract to see if anything looks wrong, and to maybe let you know to look a little closer at something else. So please feel free to call us for your free consultation, or go to our website, www.whitneyfirm.com, and you can contact contact us through the site. If this video has been helpful, please consider leaving a thumbs up. And if there's another topic that you would like to see a video on by me, please just leave a comment. And if I can make a topic or make a video about it, I'd be happy to. So thanks for watching. I wish you the best. And stay safe. Take care. Bye.